Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Great chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Mateus just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Gakpo, and he's found a way past. Kekej gets across to intercept that.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by...
Mateus! And he's done it!
भाई इवेंट पे 2 वो दे रहा है
Hard. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. McAllister.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
McAllister in acres of space out wide. Gakpo.
और Gakpo.
Kick. Zanetti. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Bellingham, good strong midfield running here.
Bagan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go against...
Can he finish?
That's nice.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That pass has been well intercepted. McAllister. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Gakpo. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick reminder today to please
review the first half.
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Mohun Bagan leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Mohun Bagan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Frimpong crosses it in.
Liverpool clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And Gamoa cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like... And Shevchenko! And he's
Shevchenko, yes it is.
And there's the goal they've been looking for. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Mohun Bagan are doing very nicely. And it's in! No, flags up on the far side.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Kerkez for Szoboszlai. Ungamore. Szoboszlai. And Ungamore. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Disappointing. Very
Guys,
disappointing.
now like,
He
subscribe,
knew what he was
welcome to the
doing, as
stream,
deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Substitution in progress.
Szoboszlai! Raul. And it's Cannavaro. And Dyke spots it and intercepts. And that's gone loose. Kerkez. And Konate. Jones. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Substitutions taking place.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Konate gets over and intercepts. And here's Wirtz. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And it's lofted through here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution.
Mohun Bagan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Gravenberg. That has ended up in no man's land. And Ungamore. Isak. Now it's Isak. Swings in across. Baresi getting this one clear.
Added time.
Back in once more. That's a decent clearance. Haaland running with the ball. Now it's Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Mohun Bagan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. The result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a...
बहुत big है You guys do it now, like, subscribe, and we're on the stream.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! There will be a throw.
Nice, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Still goalless. Baresi clears. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mateus. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, the pass is intercepted. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vieira. Looking for... And the shot!
भाई एक बात बोलनी थी
The assured keeper there. Really
बोल दे भाई
anticipated
किसको बोल दे
that well, didn't he? Mohun Bagan with the corner, there first. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Aubameyang. And it's with the keeper. And he's quick to snatch it back. Played back into the centre. Rodri. Looking for options for movement. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Goal! Ajax! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ajax are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, what? And the finish!
यार मार रहा उसके पैर पे ही जा रहा है बॉल.
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control.
Substitution for Ajax, number 21.
So time for change. And on the cards for a little while.
6, Adams.
Costa Curta. Now it's Neymar. Zanetti.
Well, yet another interception and a show of intention to be commended. Ajax definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is. Look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being
तो
patient.
कहते हैं smart assist.
Ajax appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition
इसको कहते हैं
that
smart
they're
assist.
setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
ये देख.
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's a key interception.
वाह
Messi
भाई.
is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that has put paid to that. Oh no, this does not look good.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. Shevchenko can't breathe a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Guardiola. Mateus. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mateus is offering a wry smile there.
Mateus. Mateus. And it's Messi. Oh, it's come loose. And that is a little undercooked. Great ball. Decent chance! Oh, good finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution for Ajax, number 9, Stoichkov, number 25.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 97.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they
Wow.
have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Number 7.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 23, Danny Olmo. Substitution in progress.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Neymar. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar. Zanetti goes sliding in.
Humbly really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Lee Kang-in.
Added time.
Messi.
वाह भाई हर
That's been
बॉल
intercepted.
एकदम
He
एक्यूरेट
read that really well and stopped it.
इंटरसेप्ट भाई
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that's going up front in a
देखना
hurry.
हर बॉल भाई
That's that, the end.
हर बॉल
One of those
इंटरसेप्ट कर
games
रहा है
that
हर
many
बॉल
would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
डेली मैच तो एक ही चीज भाई हर दिन फ्रेंडली थोड़ी ना होगा भाई स्ट्रीम भी तो करना है
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Zanetti gets his... tries a shot! Nicely aimed pass. And it's Rivaldo. And Torres! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Beckham with the short one. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely bit of... Vinicius Junior! It's a loose ball. Araujo. In towards the back stick.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that's well
वो
seen
दे
too.
रहा हो किसके पास
First
बॉल
quarter
जा
now
रहा है
gone.
ये देख
Torres.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee
Mhm.
is not interested. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Mohun Bagan yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack
क्या
thanks to
भाई
their
एक
pacey
बॉल
options.
कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहा है भाई what the fuck dude
Guardiola. And Mateus. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Zanetti.
what the fuck
Referee's
bro
had a
एक
good look and given a
सेट पिच
corner.
डिवीजन 1 और ना ना फास्ट मैच माइनस के गेलम भाई what the fuck bro, इतना क्या है भाई? भाई बॉल भाई पैर पे रख ही नहीं पा रहा है भाई, क्या प्लेयर है ब्रो ये सब.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Not a bad try by any means.
That
has been cut short. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
4-2 খেলতে ভালো লাগে. 4-2 তো খেলি আমি কিন্তু
Chiellini. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Zanetti. Rivaldo. Oh, such a clever touch.
একটা বল নিতে পারছে না এদের ফাউল.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he was the one player
যা
who had
গরম
to keep
পড়েছে
away from
স্বাগত
the area.
করছি.
Not the best way to do it, though.
ফুল গরম.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Great vision.
কাকে পাস দিচ্ছি, কার কাছে বল যাচ্ছে?
That has been slung wide. Header! That's put paid to the danger. And that marks a high
এসি চলছে না
octane
না
end
এসি চলছে
to
না,
the
এসি খারাপ.
first half. A decent enough half, but neither side
এসি
able
খারাপ,
to
দরজা
get
খোলা
on the
থাকে এসি
score
চললে.
sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second
আই থিংক
period.
ক্রিয়েটিভ
perhaps.
4-2 খেলা আছে. 4-2 খেলা চাপ না, 4-2 খেলেছি আমি, সেটা না যে খেলি না.
Frustration, really, Peter. I think the team
আসছে
as a whole
স্মার্ট
has
অ্যাসিস্টটা
to
অফ
take
হোক
more
না.
risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0. And Batistuta! Araujo getting this one clear. Beckham. He won't be happy with that one. Batistuta. That's a shade optimistic. Zanetti. Rivaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, well timed. Zanetti.
বাহ,
It's Vinicius Junior. Gets a good foot in there. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres?
পেছনে দরজা খোলা না, পর্দা দাও.
Absolute peach. The movement so
কি
precise,
বলবো
the
আর.
finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attack.
আমি মারলে গোল সেভ হয়ে যায়, অপোনেন্ট মারলে গোল ডাইরেক্ট.
Brazil have
foul.
penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
He's had it taken off him. Well, that is good. Super
Yeah,
running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though
भाई
who was
पास
ever
दे
so
रहा हूँ, पास
determined.
ठीक टाइम पे नहीं दे रहा है.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Messi. Cedric, what are you thinking?
Humbly are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Cross is blocked,
बोलो
and that's a corner.
दोनों मैच में
And it's been taken short. Good ball, good take.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
वाह 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 वाह.
Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! It's loose
क्या
now, they want to get it
सेव है
back.
भाई.
I think that's great defending. He just
Yeah,
made sure
save
he
it.
was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper
Nice,
is
very
very
nice.
relieved.
इतना स्क्रिप्ट होगा तो कैसे
It's not
होगा?
gone well. Nicely shaped ball.
Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now, can they get him away?
There will be
That's
1
fun.
minute
Is that a
added
foul?
time.
Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game. So the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
That's at the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing.
तो 2 माइनस उसको प्लस खाने में मुझे पूरा स्ट्रीम आज का चला जाएगा. फिर से माइनस खाऊंगा काला के भाई. क्या किस्मत है भाई.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
You know, Peter, sometimes it's just nice to draw attention to unheralded players, and Sergi, for me, fits the bill perfectly. I think he's a model of consistency and durability at fullback, ruggedly effective and always a hefty work rate. Always good to watch.
Yeah, boy, he clocks up the miles in every game.
One of the game's 100%ers.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he get it through? Not where it came from. Tonali. Dani Olmo. Rui Costa. And it's Olmo. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Guardiola. Messi. Upright and purposeful. Messi.
अरे भाई
Facing up to his adversary. This
इसको
is a
डायरेक्शन
formidable
दे रहा हूँ.
matchup.
जॉयस्टिक क्या वाली कुछ
That
दिया है
defending
भाई
is
ये.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
ये
It
देख.
had to be.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Spread to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Threads one in. He's having a hit!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within
Wow.
reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
It's a pretty loose pass. Haaland. Howson is the guilty party there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Mateus.
One
Now
time
who's
pass
going to
के
be
तेरा
first to this?
बाप
He won't be happy with that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Danny Olmo. Rijkaard. And it's Shevchenko. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Danny Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now he's running away. That's the
ये
end
भी
of the
अगर
first
माइनस था
45.
होगा भाई गेम छोड़ दूंगा भाई ये
Decent enough half, but neither side able to
मेरे
get
से नहीं हो
on the
पाएगा
score
भाई
sheet.
ये
Time for some fresh ideas in the second
दौड़े
period,
का गेम है
perhaps.
भाई
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Can he finish?
no offside at
Well,
all
he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Costa Curta.
ना भाई पैर
Certainly
पे क्या
playing with an intense
घुसा है
focus
भाई
in executing their
कोई
plan here.
पावर ही नहीं है पैर में देख ये
That is ended up in no man's land. Shevchenko being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on
किधर
marking
पास
them
दे
out of the
रहा है
game.
भाई
They're
किधर पास
certainly
दे
trying
रहा
to
है
wind
तू
them up in the process, Peter.
So we've reached the hour mark. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Shevchenko. Short changes him with that pass. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
देख लास्ट मिनट में आके गोल
Really well
खाऊंगा
manoeuvred. Pass is just off target. And he can thump it away.
ठीक है
Haaland is onto this. Brzezinski. To Rui Costa.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared
भाई
to back
टांग
down.
लेने
And to
की
be
क्या
honest, that's how it
जरूरत है
should
भाई
be.
तेरे को टांग
Just
खुद
eases
ब
him off the
खुद गेम
ball.
खेल रहा है भाई
And that is well cleared. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Danny Olmo. That's destined for the flank. Shot a goal!
Well, he got
No
rid
foul
because he
at
was
all.
under pressure. Well,
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mohun Bagan really will have to throw everything at this now. And the finish! Oh, he's done it! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went it.
Hi, what
And that will be the final act. Mohun Bagan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved.
अभी 24 दे रहा है, -28, 35. Hey, जो भी नहीं like, subscribe and welcome to stream. टेन वोट्स मिले पर लाइक कितना है टोटल? मेरे को मिला के 6. वाह, नाइस.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is.
What the fuck?
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mohun Bagan with the corner, there first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. In by Messi. Rodri is there to clear. Can he get it through? And that was very necessary. That's a throw. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! And we have liftoff! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ambitious ball here. Oh, just skip. Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. It's Totti!
It's Totti,
That was a
Totti.
half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods.
भाई
I
बहुत
think
गर्मी है
even he was
भाई.
asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, can he get onto this? Mohun Bagan
अरे
Really
भाई
do
भाई
like
भाई
their
उधर
passes from
इधर
deep,
एक
Peter.
जॉयस्टिक का
good
वो
use of
है
that
पता है
quarterback
तेरे
position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have
मैं
the
जब
players who
जॉयस्टिक
are
दिखा
willing
रहा
to
हूँ
run
लेफ्ट
and
पे
beyond
दे
the
रहा है
defence.
मिडिल पे वाओ.
Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And he's running through. They want to be quick to recover this. And that has been cleared. Jupe. Defending was strong and firm.
Mahmoud Bagan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nicely worked. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shevchenko. Raul.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Raul. That is a brilliant interception. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Mohun Bagan go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Please keep your eyes
I think
on your
on the
children
whole the
during
team
match
linked
at
up
all
very well
times.
and has been organised. Hence their
What the
position.
fuck,
They can
bro?
afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Mohun Bagan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Mahmoud Bagan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Takes a shot!
भाई
And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tries to pass it through, and he can thump it away.
Oh, great feat, that.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
Mohun Bagan have their second corner now. Gabriel attempts a clearance. And he's had it nicked away. Madrid are looking to go forward now. He's had it taken off him. And he's found a way past. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, and they're quick. Oh no, this does not look good. Where it came from. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aims beyond the defence. That's an imaginative pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Messi picks it up out wide. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Totti. Guardiola does have an assist to his name. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Rijkaard. That's that, the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither.
Fielder is
settle
na
for what
1v1
they get
খেলবে না 1v1 এখন হচ্ছে না ডিভিশন গেছে আমরা লাইট ডিরেকশন ইয়া tell me your name
Taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
tell me your name, bro. Niamul. Are you there? I don't think so. You are there.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
आपका पीटर चेक का स्टैट्स दिखाओ यार दिखाओ.
The kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct.
पीटर चेक का स्टैट्स तो ये है.
We're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Mohun Bagan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's worked it through. Oh, well played.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cafu calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hazard. And here's Shevchenko. Neymar.
Neymar.
Ball's gone out of play. Now the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
Haaland was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Still goalless. Plays a sharp little ball here. Costa Corta.
Mohun Bagan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And it's Vitinha. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. Guardiola. That has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. Excellent challenge.
What a luck.
Uncompromising. Messi. And the through ball. Oh, that's a bet. Shevchenko! And again! And he's done it! What an incredible feat! A legendary feat! 200 wasn't enough, nor 300. Now he hits 400. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
भाई बहुत गर्मी है 2, 3, 2:30 बजे तक ही खेलूंगा 3 बजे तक. भाई इसको भी तो ठंड रखना है.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has not gone well. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Shevchenko. And he's intervened well there. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vitinha. And here's Neymar.
And
That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Mohun Bagan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution in progress.
So we're off again.
Mohun Bagan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And that was very necessary. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well-timed, excellent interception. Mateus, well read, nice interception. Lam running with the ball.
Argentina clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. No, he refuses to take the bait. Batistuta. And this is Drogba. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems...
He's going for goal! The referee's awarded a free kick. You knew what
Yeah,
was
guys, okay,
coming.
now like,
That's a
subscribe,
yellow card.
and subscribe, everyone.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 7, Mateus. Coming on the field, number
Schneider!
Oh, what a save.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Lam. Now it's Schneider. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's
मतलब
gonna be a
कैसे
booking.
करके भी फ्री किक से गोल लेना ही है वो ओपोनेंट.
So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And
वाह
Messi!
भाई.
And that's a
बोला ना.
tiny finish.
तो
Argentina
लौड़े पड़ेगा
on
भाई.
level. A horrible blip, a horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Mohun Bagan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Argentina really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now there's a... Can he finish?
किस्मत अच्छा है बे, किस्मत अच्छा है. Why are you
Oh, that is
when
got to be
भाई
it. This
नहीं करना
has
है.
to be it. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an
Added
answer
minutes
to
has
it
been
when it's
indicated.
applied like that.
Mohun Bagan now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Shevchenko! And with that, the end. Mohun Bagan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozler of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
No, he's not getting past him there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cafu plays it in. Czech deals with that, nice and simple. And they can counter here. Haaland. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! And it's a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he was quick to react. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted.
Rijkaard.
Here's the team's great visionary, Messi. Showing great feet there. Great ball, and Mateus! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Mohun Bagan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They
Can he finish? He's got a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Sepahan cut their deficit and look raring to go again. Well, what shot a goal! McManaman. Oh, good-looking ball. Now, can they get him away? No luck with that dink over the top.
Think over the top.
And this is Shevchenko. Desai is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending.
Rijkaard. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Looking for options for movement. He's being urged to shoot.
अरे भाई.
Oh, it's come loose.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Torres. And it's Ronaldinho.
Super Shreyas comeback. Comeback तो मैं already 1 goal ahead.
So we have here a
उसको
genuinely
comeback करना
competitive
पड़ेगा.
game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, it's a lead that's
ये
by
देख,
no means
ऐसे करेगा तो वो तो आराम से
The manager
comeback.
can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and
No
try
foul,
to
no
lift
foul.
the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Mohun Bagan are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
McManaman. Puskás.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And he's lost. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Puskás. Oh, that's a decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude, application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
भाई ये रन नहीं ले पा रहा है भाई. क्या सीन है ये हालैंड का भाई.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Cool mark करके रखा है क्या?
Far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Rijkaard.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's onto this. Shevchenko is onto this. Mateus. He is through here.
Mohun Bagan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Oh, he's burst through.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, what a block! What a.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Sepahan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Messi!
What a save!
He's
It's a
keen,
game
determined to
save.
have his say.
पता नहीं भाई corner से क्या होगा पर.
After wave of
Yeah.
attacks, now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Desperate defending required here. And it's hoisted clear. And he gets rid in a hurry. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of it.
21 प्लस क्या पता है।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Good read, needed to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, they could break here. Oh, good-looking ball.
Good भाई वाह।
It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede.
Matheus Cunha!
Matheus Cunha.
Shot could be on. Matheus. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Atalanta! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Silvestre. Threads one in. And the through ball. Good ball, good take. He's got away.
भाई क्या पास है ये
That's
भाई?
just playing it safe and simple.
What the?
Looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all.
क्या पास दे? इजी उधर गोल था पता
Yeah,
है?
he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
भाई क्या बोलो अब भाई?
And yes,
इजी
it's
गोल था उधर.
again in a trice, and they are soaring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it.
There
Now
will be
they have
1
it.
minute added time.
Edmilson.
क्या बोलो अब?
And we've reached half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Kubo. Silvestre. Totti. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. And the shot!
Wow.
And it's there! It's all becoming so easy.
मतलब खुशी इसको बर्दाश्त नहीं होता भाई.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
क्या मोहम्मद?
Atalanta find a position of real strength now.
Haters.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
गोलकीपर क्या गन मार रहा है भाई भोसड़ी का इधर.
Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
इतना
really
भाई
well played, Peter.
भी
You
बोलेगा
have to
आरआर कर रहा है.
appreciate the simplicity of it all.
क्या ही बोला.
Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Atalanta are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponent, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
एक गोल देने से इसकी
Apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Bruno Guimaraes. De Rossi conjures time and space where few can. Opts for safety. Maldini. And he was quick to react.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Takes a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So could they be onto something here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Maldini. Totti always looking for that half a chance. Tries to pass it through. Silvestre. Silvestre got a long way forward to join the attack. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Silvestre. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Haaland. Totti.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Pretty robust defending.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that
चाना
challenge.
भैंड चोट तेरी माँ की चोट भोसड़ी का.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
And it's Guimaraes. Elects to cross. Not too much more here than seeing a...
इतना पास भाई कितना पास खेला देखने में 143 एक वो मैच में था जो ये स्मार्ट असिस्ट नहीं तो क्या है भाई
very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia
After all of that, Jim.
30 माइनस प्लस के टाइम इतना नहीं देता. Hello Rio, welcome to the stream. Bro, can we play 1v1? Bro, come Saturday bro. अभी तो फिलहाल डिवीजन पुश कर रहे हैं. One v one only on Saturday bro. Come Saturday. फिलहाल के लिए डिवीजन पुश कर रहे हैं. यार bro 74 मैचेस लॉसेस यार सेकंड सेम bro सेम. जोवनप्रीत सेम. ये स्मार्ट असिस्ट और ये स्क्रिप्ट ब्रो, that's frustrated man, so much frustrating.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mohamed Salah, he's having a pop!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he was quick to react.
अबे भाई इतना थ्रू पास मत दो भाई.
Really well and stopped it.
And it's Iniesta. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
काट दो भाई, काट दो. बॉल नहीं था
I
भाई.
think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
क्या पास किया किधर से गया.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Can he get it through? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
What the fuck, bro?
Decent chance!
सेम जगह पे आके आ गए भाई.
And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
अरे भाई क्या कर रहा है भाई पता नहीं.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the finish! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, it's Iniesta. It's Iniesta! Oh, that is rather wayward. Costa Curta. Mohamed Salah. Good read, needed to be. Rodri.
2 added minutes has
अरे
been
भाई
Oh,
क्या
nice
बहन
interception.
चो ट्रिक पास.
Right card. He is always looking to break lines. And this is Mohamed Salah!
का हर बॉल.
Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. reflections on the first half?
The Humbly really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Very much for your cooperation.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive.
Big chance! Goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Yo guys, okay, now like, subscribe,
That
and comment
really
this video.
is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Mohun Bagan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, good take in a good area. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Hey,
Well played, well
bhai.
sorted out. Iniesta. Messi. Rodri. Messi. He's got away.
भाई फास्ट किक से दे पाता है ना कुछ कर पाता है नहीं तो क्यों खेल रहा है पता नहीं ये प्लेयर
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Header!
क्यों खेलता है
Not
पता
a
नहीं
bad
भाई ये
try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nakata. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction, gives it back. And no, that was never going to make it. Nakata. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, they could be caught out here. He's free, he has got space. Can he finish? Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Now it's Batistuta.
Oh, great feat, that.
Batistuta. Look at the space and the shots! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
A lot of space ahead of him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
अरे वाह
He licks the roof.
Hey,
A game of
Jesus,
margins,
Salah.
a game of thrills. This might just do it. And that's it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this
Hello,
was
everybody,
probably
and quick
more
announcement now.
slugfest than
We'd
a
like to ask
game
you
of
all to
football,
kindly
but I
stay
actually
seated
found it
during the
very
match.
enjoyable.
Thank you for
A
your
game that
cooperation.
was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, off we go then.
Well, when it comes to strikers, Peter, you're not going to get much better than this man, Eto'o. Fast, strong, energetic.
And, of course, with a medal collection to prove it all.
Yeah, and another outstanding quality of his is leadership. He's such a respected character on and off the pitch, and never one to shirk his defensive duties either.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Neymar. Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Messi. And it's Guardiola. Plays a sharp little ball here. Takes a shot! Has a look and plays it forward. Neymar knocks it into space. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And there's the shot! The pressing's intense.
फिर से करो तो वो मारा फिर से corner kick, quite nice.
And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. It's run loose here. Costa Curta. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, played right into his path. And he's straight offside.
हो गया भाई, इस गेम से हो गया भाई. 2 जीतो, उसमें से भाई 4 माइनस खा जाओ, उसको रिकवरी करने के लिए और एक मैच खेलो, उसमें भी माइनस खा जाओ.
Now it's Haaland, looking for options for movement. Sporting are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Zanetti.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mateus powering forward here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, easy pickings there. Now this could be a chance. Neymar. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And here's Figo. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Shevchenko.
देख माइनस दिया तो -31 दिया था पिछले बार. अभी अगर प्लस खाऊंगा तो कितना प्लस देगा तुझे देख. अगर प्लस होगा तो जिस हिसाब से स्क्रिप्टिंग और ये स्मार्ट असिस्ट आ रहा है तो जीतने वाली कोई बात ही नहीं.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but That's not to say it hasn't been very
Substitution
watchable.
for Sporting. Number 11, Neymar. Number 14.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Figo. Number
Well, both
18,
sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Number 15, Messi. Number 13,
Rodri simply refused to be
इधर पास
outdone
दे
there.
रहे हैं पता
No,
नहीं
that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. To Gerrard. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. An instinct shot!
ये सेव नहीं कर पा रहे हैं पता
And he looked every
ये
bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Pinches it off him. Now that looks a decent ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Cafu. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's an excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Eto'o. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Cafu. Messi. That's Gerrard. And here's Drogba. Referee has just said play on. And he's intervened well there. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
अरे भाई दौड़ लगाना भाई मैं जो ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ उसको ताकि जाए नहीं
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
जब रान लेने की जरूरत नहीं है तब ये रान लेगा जब इसको बोल रहा हो कि जान ले नहीं जान ये देख
Now it's Haaland. Gerrard. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi has
अभी इधर से गोल मार देगा बस खेल खत्म बस
And this is the big chance.
ये गोल मारेगा इजीली गोल मारेगा तू देख ले
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
The most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. Baresi. And that will
माइनस
be
ये
it.
भी माइनस हो के पूरा जाएगा 70 पे आ
Frustration,
जाओ
exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to...
फोर्टी थ्री था मतलब आज जो जीता 3 मैच जीता 4 मैच हार गए और 2 मैच ड्रॉ हुआ। भाई क्या बोलूं अब। तो डेली सेम चीज। एक तो ये गर्मी, ऊपर से ये जो भांग बोलता है इस गेम का। Yo guys, jogging now, like, subscribe and we're gonna stream. ये लास्ट मैच है ब्रो। के बाद जा रहा है, ये प्लस हो माइनस हो भांगता है, पूछता भांग पूछता और समझ नहीं आता है।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to kick off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mohun Bagan with the corner, there first. Messi plays it short. Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Showing great feet there. Haaland is herring after that one. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
अट्ठाईस तारीख को जाएगा ये।
Maldini. Gerrard. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Mahmoud Bagan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
ये जाते जाते रुक क्यों जाता है भाई, ये नहीं पता मुझे।
Mateus is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He is through here. No goals as yet. And it's Van Basten. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts.
रेड कार्ड। भाई रेड कार्ड दो भाई.
Has shown him a yellow card. Costa Curta. Zanetti. That's a throw.
Zanetti, that's a throw. तेरे को आगे आने को क्या बोल रहा है भाई? तेरे को डायरेक्ट शॉट मारना है भाई, फर्स्ट टाइम शॉट, पता है ना तेरे को?
Looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running.
भाई क्या बोलो भाई?
There it is. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 34 minutes is number 15, Neymar.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Looking tidy in possession here, played back. And this is Messi. It's not an especially good pass, that. Aims beyond the defence. Gerrard. And here's Van Basten. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to play it through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Maldini. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello attendees, this
Rohan
is
Bagan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second.
What the fuck, bro? क्या game है भाई ये?
Rohan Bagan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ambitious ball here. And they're quick to get it back. Rodri.
ये देख हालात देख इसके.
Rummenigge in the hunt and looking.
हालात देख. मैं जो तो उधर गया है क्यों भुसरी के? दिमाग का भोसड़ा करके रखता है भाई ये भी.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice control, and it's Messi. He's picked his way through. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Neymar. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And that's gone loose. Costa Curta. Mateus. And Messi! And it's hit the woodwork.
ये पोस्ट पे लग रहा है भाई. क्या स्क्रिप्ट है भाई ये?
Really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of
sustaining. और क्या कर सकते हैं भाई?
They're coming again and
इधर
again.
ओपन भाई अगर पोस्ट पे लग रहा है पोस्ट पे तो क्या ही कर सकते हैं? और
Searching pass he's played there. Neymar. Oh, it's come loose. Goes down, but nothing given. Guardiola. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That ball looks a good one.
Bagan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! Could have won it there and then.
पोस्ट पे लगा भाई वो easy goal था.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. Shevchenko. And he's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
There will be 1 minute.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left.
Should be -5.
And there goes the final whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum
पूरा
shifts.
जितना प्लस का हाँ. चलो मिलते हैं आपको कल. बाय बाय.